reminiscent of last year's final in reverse. You might remember Cameron Ling kicking that goal in the dying seconds, and it came back for a push in the back on Gwilt. This time, Montagna got in the back of a Geelong defender, and Taylor got the free inside the centre square ball up.
It's an interesting decision, isn't it? Because Montagna holds his ground a bit, and the defender runs into him.
Well, there's some tension in the coach's box. Chris, for the first time, senior level.
Goddard and Varco. Varco scooped it to Mackie, and then McAvoy revolt front spot. Well played, Taylor building it back. Goddard, Dalsando, Hayes. He's done this before. Bang! He's a beauty, Lenny is. Right. Arched his back and banged to home.
That goal partly became from the decision. Taylor got the free kick, but then he tried to sort of play the ball on, and the pressured kick out of the back 50 went back towards the centre corridor, which was not where Geelong wanted to direct it. From that part of the ground, Smosey, some players can just will themselves to the footy, and Lenny Hayes is most definitely one of them.
It was a good give by Dalsando and a great finish. He's a lot of people's favourite player, isn't he?
Yeah, he just does everything. Like a Simon Black. They're not spectacular, they're just fantastic players.
Well, the Saints have been forced to come out of their shell, and they've responded magnificently, but Bartel gives it to Kelly. Geelong go towards half forward, coming up to meet the ball. Guthrie. Gwilt's got him. Guthrie needs to try. Oh, son. Have to make an attempt, exactly.
Got to wiggle. You got to look like you're trying to wiggle your way out of the tackle. As soon as you're passive, the umpire says, no, you're just taking the tackle.
It's like life itself, Lee.
That's it.
He's the only player out there tonight playing his first game of AFL footy. So it's a quick learning curve. Saints by 5 points. Cameron Ling will play tomorrow. I think at the moment, Paul Chapman might be playing with him.
Yes, that's the expectation. We saw Cameron Ling pre-game, and he said that.
McAvoy wins the tap. Peak. Kelly hard at him. Corey trying hard.
Tell you what this is now. This is forward footy. Everybody forward of the footy has to be ready for the quick kick out. So the forwards of both sides, they can't be expecting easy ball. There's just a quick kick out of this congestion. That's how it's going to get cleared.
And no spare defenders, Lee, if I'm counting correctly.
Yep.
Out of the congestion, Hawkins. Bartel takes on a tackler. Kicks down towards the attacking 50. Coming up and controlling it nicely. Menzel in the grasp. Stokes, Kelly. Well done by, who was that, Hunt? Hunt against the line. Floats one inside the forward 50. Gilbert to an exposed area. He dared and won. It came to Clark. Kicks to midfield and Armitage. Breaking hard towards the outer side is Goddard, but Armitage, with his side leading by 5 points, decides to settle. We're down to 3 minutes. Well, almost. And here's Clark, who cleared the last line of defence moments ago, pushing up and making himself available at right half back. Saints by 5. High ball towards the wing. Revolt!
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Oh, marvellous.
Keep going to the well, you eventually get a few. That's what he's been doing tonight. Hasn't been able to grab a lot. Keeps getting there to have a go.
So timely, wasn't it? What a magnificent effort. Do you reckon Clark's been good tonight? I mean, he's much maligned.
Solid down back.
Now Gwilt. So 2.5 minutes here. They'll have a very good idea of how long to go. It's a dangerous thing to try and hang on to it for that long. Kick wide. Armitage ticks some seconds off the clock. Saints have led for almost all night. They've had a cosy lead for a lot of it in a low-scoring night. Revolt again. Well, he'd taken, I think, 4 marks prior to the last 2 in the match. He's taken a couple of absolutely crucial marks in the last minute. And then pops it to about 40 metres. Goddard got underneath. Mackie marks. Chance now for the Cats.
That's a question if they got a spread. Got enough energy to spread.
Mackie under pressure. And the kick reflected that. Straight to Gilbert. So Gilbert, about 75 metres out, comes in, sets it up. Compete about 20 metres out. Scarlett got his fingertips to it, gets it back. Nicely worked there initially with Taylor. They're under pressure. Kelly kept his head, goes short to half back. Corey's away. Clock is down to 1:18. Joel Corey kicked into the oncoming Gilbert. That could be match defining. Down goes Dempster. Umpire will play holding the ball. Free kick is going to Geelong. Plays on immediately. There's the man on the ground. Johnson gave it to Corey. Corey's had a bumper second half. Kicks it inside the forward 50.
Pick with those fresh legs. Dempster wide. Dangerous kick comes off Blake. And Blake measures the kick again. Dangerous and turns it over. One last chance, you'd think, for the Cats. Enright down the middle. Kelly. Mackie. Now Taylor Hunt. Wider. Duncan's been important. Kicked a couple. Measures a kick to the pocket. Bartel outnumbered. Gets rid of a couple. Bouncing ball. Mooney. Still Mooney. Milburn, can you believe it? The oldest player out there. The sub probably wins it for them.
The sub.
The super sub.
This has got everything. What a great second half.
This has sort of been, they talk about fatigue in footy, and that's what really, a couple of games I've seen this round one, they always get tired in the second half, but you can just see every player on the ground is nearly exhausted. That just, the 2-on-1 contest to make sure that St Kilda didn't get it, that set up the chance.
Bartel.
Great play by Bartel.
Yeah, absolutely.
So 19 seconds to go. Geelong, you'd think, would push players back to try and make a certainty of it. They have. So they got 3 extra in defence. Let's see what happens at the centre bounce here.
No surprise there then. 19 seconds to go. That says it all. A show of emotion from Chris Scott. Hayes, meantime, tries to dig it out of the middle. Kelly needs to be careful. Did well enough. Duncan goes to half forward, and that might be it. Leading in the race out there, Menzel. Wonderful pickup. The boy from Central still going. Hand passes it back, but they've done enough. They've done enough. They've come from the clouds to win Geelong. Chris Scott wins at his first attempt. And what a remarkable second half.
It's a long season and not much is lost, I guess, from the Saints' point of view, but God, it was good, wasn't it?
Well, it was. I mean, it was a game that was so humdrum for a half because it was so low scoring, but as soon as it got to the second half and the scoreboard was tight, then the contest was really on.
Lee, let's go down to Tom Hale.